the current situation in the religious world. If I were to ask you exactly how many different churches exist in the world today, what would you say? You'd probably say, I don't know, a lot, I guess. And that would be right. There are a lot. In fact, I looked this up recently, and I found that there are approximately 38,000 different churches. 38,000! Friends, that's amazing. And think about how confusing this can be for a person who is seeking the truth, because you have one church over here that's teaching this practice and another church that's teaching just the opposite. And one church says that item A is sinful and another church says item A is mandatory. Who's right? Can they both be right? And of course, some people will tell you, well, that's good. It's good to have variety. Just attend the church of your choice. And they'll say, one church is just as good as another. We're all going to the same place anyway. They're just different paths leading us to the same location. Dear friend, may I respectfully tell you that the Bible says that God is not the author of confusion. When I read my New Testament, I read about only one church. But when I look around me today and I see those who profess Christianity, I see thousands. Now the question is, how did we get from one to thousands? And the answer is something went wrong. Something went severely wrong. But you see, it didn't go wrong with God. It went wrong with man. Now, here's the first point I want us to observe as we consider this subject together, and that is, in the Bible, we read about only one church. I want you to use your imagination with me for a minute. And I want you to imagine that there is such a thing as a time machine. And I want you to imagine that you can get in this time machine and travel back to the first century, to the day that the Lord established His church. And you get out and you see all of these converts to Christianity, about 3,000 of them. And you walk up to one of them and you ask him, "Sir, I would like to know, what denomination did you just become a part of?" What would he say? He would probably say, "I don't know what you're talking about." I mean, what church did you become a part of? Was it the Methodist or the Catholic or the Baptist? Which one was it? He'd say, "Sir, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of a denomination. I've never heard of these groups that you're discussing. All I know is that I became a part of the church that belongs to Jesus Christ, the Church of Christ."